find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight.
The 1970s. Imagine you're cruising down the highway in a station wagon, windows down, when a specific crackle of the radio dial hits your ears. Suddenly, a song comes on that stops the conversation cold.
In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky.
It's the track that defined that specific summer, that specific road trip, that specific moment in time. The 70s was the golden era for these sonic gems, but for some artists, that moment was fleeting. They caught lightning in a bottle exactly once, giving us the soundtrack to our youth before vanishing into the ether.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But
These aren't just songs, they are time capsules. Here are 10 one-hit wonders that only true 1970s kids remember.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast.
Number 10, Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum. When Norman Greenbaum walked into a studio in late 1969, he wanted to write a gospel song. There was just one problem. Greenbaum was Jewish. He had no background in the genre and no particular religious motivation for it. But after watching Porter Wagoner perform gospel on TV, he felt inspired. He sat down and knocked out the entire song in about 15 minutes. Before going solo, Greenbaum played in a psychedelic jug band, but he knew he needed something harder for this track. He picked up a Fender Telecaster with a built-in fuzz tone circuit, creating that distorted signature riff that hooks you from the first note. The label was hesitant due to the religious lyrics, but they released it anyway. In early 1970, it hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, sold over 2 million copies, and even earned praise from John Lennon. Greenbaum never replicated that magic. His follow-ups flopped, he eventually lost his record deal and quit music to work as a cook in Northern California.
Never been a sinner, I never sinned, I got a friend in.
Thankfully, the song's enduring legacy in movies and commercials eventually provided him with a comfortable retirement on royalties. Number 9. Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band. The summer of 1976 was scorching, and this song was the soundtrack. While eating at a restaurant in Georgetown, Bill Danoff spotted the phrase "Afternoon Delight" on a happy hour menu and thought it would make a catchy title. It took him 6 months to finish the song, often writing it while watching Washington's football team on TV.
And we know the night is always gonna be here anyway.
While Danoff claimed it was just a fun tune about romance, everyone knew the lyrics were a not-so-subtle nod to midday intimacy. The group consisted of 2 married couples, Bill and Taffy Danoff, and John Carroll and Margot Chapman.
make a lot of loving for the sun gone down.
Their tight, lush harmonies made the song an earworm that was impossible to shake. It hit number 1 in July 1976 and surprisingly won the Grammy for Best New Artist, beating out the massive rock band Boston. They even got their own variety TV show, but the fame was short-lived. Subsequent albums flopped, the show was canceled, and by 1981, both marriages had dissolved. But for one perfect summer, they were the kings of the radio.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight.
Number 8, Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry was a hard rock band from Steubenville, Ohio, trying to survive the mid-70s. They had a major problem. Disco was taking over, and no one wanted to book rock bands. The tension came to a head at a gig in Pittsburgh. While playing to a predominantly black audience, a heckler shouted at the drummer, "Are you going to play some funky music, white boys?" Lead singer Rob Parisi took the hint. He grabbed an order pad and wrote the song in about 5 minutes, capturing the band's real-life struggle to adapt or die. They initially intended it to be a B-side, but the studio engineer recognized its potential and released it as a single. It exploded, hitting #1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the R&B charts in September 1976. It went platinum and won them an American Music Award. They tried to ride the wave with follow-up albums, but the magic was gone. By 1979, the band had called it quits, unable to escape the shadow of their one massive funk anthem. Number 7, In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry.
In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky.
While British band Mungo Jerry had consistent success in the UK, in America, they are the definition of a one-hit wonder. In the Summertime hit #3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1970 and perfectly captured the carefree, hazy vibe of the season.
Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy.
It wasn't a polished rock record, it was a jug band-style romp featuring kazoos, hand claps, and a skiffle beat that sounded unlike anything else on the radio. It was infectious, happy, and impossible to categorize, which eventually became its downfall in the U.S. market. The song went to #1 in 26 countries and sold a staggering 30 million copies globally. American audiences, however, struggled to place the band's unique folk rock sound into a specific genre.
When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by.
They kept releasing music and touring, but U.S. radio largely moved on after that one perfect summer. Number 6, Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse. Edison Lighthouse wasn't a traditional band. It was a studio construction. Songwriters Barry Mason and Tony McCauley wrote the tune, and they brought in session singer Tony Burrows to record the vocals. For live performances, they enlisted members of the band Greenfield Hammer to be the face of Edison Lighthouse. The result was pure bubblegum pop perfection. Released in early 1970, the track hit #5 in the U.S. and is impossibly catchy, featuring a melody that burrows into your brain and refuses to leave. It sounded bright and optimistic, ushering in the new decade. Once the song ran its course, Tony Burrows moved on to other projects. In a strange twist of history, Burrows holds a unique record. He is the singer with the most one-hit wonders, having scored hits with 5 different groups, 4 of them in 1970 alone. Number 5, Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. Looking Glass released this maritime tale in 1972, and it became an instant classic. The song tells the heartbreaking story of a barmaid named Brandy who loves a sailor, but he loves the sea more than he could ever love her. Lead singer Elliot Lurie's voice perfectly captured the melody. The melancholy of that unrequited love set against a surprisingly upbeat melody. The song climbed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in August 1972. The distinctive guitar work and the instantly recognizable keyboard riff made it a staple on AM radio. Looking Glass tried to follow up with more singles, but the public wasn't interested in their other stories. By 1974, the band had split up. Lurie went on to have a successful career behind the scenes as a songwriter and producer, but for millions of fans, he will always be the voice of the girl who served the whiskey and wine. Number 4. Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks.
We had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just...
Terry Jacks took a French song called Le Moribond and transformed it into one of the most emotional tearjerkers of the 1970s. Seasons in the Sun is about a dying man saying his final goodbyes to his father, his daughter, and his best friend. It is incredibly heavy subject matter for a pop song,
Me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the
but Jacks delivered it with such sincerity that listeners were captivated. The song hit number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in March 1974, stayed there for 3 weeks, and sold over 14 million copies worldwide.
Michelle, my little one.
Dramatic, making it almost impossible not to get a lump in your throat. Despite this massive success, Jacks never had another major hit in America. He eventually stepped away from the music industry to focus on environmental activism, leaving behind a legacy of one very sad, very famous song. Number 3. Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas.
It was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fastest.
In 1974, martial arts movies were dominating pop culture. Jamaican singer Carl Douglas was in the studio to record a serious track, but when they finished early, he and producer Biddu decided to mess around with a novelty song about the kung fu craze. They threw it together in about 10 minutes, intending it to be nothing more than a B-side filler.
Fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
Instead, it became a juggernaut. Kung Fu Fighting hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in December 1974 and sold over 11 million copies. Everyone was doing the choreography at parties, and the catchy "Oh Ho Ho" chorus was inescapable.
The big boss. Let's get it on. We took a bow and made a stand. Started swinging.
Douglas had other minor hits in the UK, but in the US, he was forever cemented as the Kung Fu Fighting guy. It remains the go-to song for any movie scene needing a burst of 70s energy. Number 2, Mockingbird by Carly Simon and James Taylor.
She gonna fly me.
It's rare to see two massive stars collaborate and only score one hit together, but that's exactly what happened with this real-life couple. In 1974, they recorded a cover of the 1963 Inez and Charlie Fox hit Mockingbird, transforming it into a playful, intimate duet. Their chemistry is obvious in every note as they trade verses and tease each other. It feels like you're listening in on a private moment between two people deeply in love. The song reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a staple of 70s soft rock. Both Simon and Taylor had incredible solo careers with numerous hits, but Mockingbird was their only charted song together. They divorced in 1983, ensuring the song would remain a beautiful frozen snapshot of their time together. Number 1, Vehicle by the Ides of March.
I'm your vehicle woman, right here in Chicago.
The Ides of March had been grinding since the 1960s, releasing several albums without much success. Then, in 1970, they released Vehicle, and everything changed. This song is pure brass-driven rock. It features a powerful horn section and lead singer Jim Peterick's raspy, commanding vocals that demand your attention from the first second. It has a driving rhythm and an energy that sets it apart from everything else on the radio. Vehicle hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in May 1970 and sold over 1 million copies. The band continued to release music throughout the decade, but nothing came close to the firepower of this track. Interestingly, Jim Petterick would find success again in the 80s as a co-founder of the band Survivor and the co-writer of Eye of the Tiger. But for the Ides of March, Vehicle was their moment to shine. These artists all share something special. They created songs so perfect, so timeless, that nothing else they did could quite match the lightning they captured. Some kept trying to recapture the magic, others walked away entirely, and a few found success in different corners of the industry. But these 10 songs remain, still playing on classic rock radios, still filling wedding dance floors, and still bringing back memories of the 1970s. The beauty of a one-hit wonder is that it never really gets old. These tracks aren't overplayed to the point of annoyance. They shine bright, burn hot, and live forever in that perfect moment. When Spirit in the Sky comes on, you are instantly transported back. When you hear the opening horns of Vehicle, you can't help but tap your foot. They weren't flukes. They were pure moments of magic. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into the music that defined our lives.